This is the most hype thing that has happened. Wargroove 2 has been announced. It's finally real, no more Wargroove rumors. Let's find out everything we know so far and dive into the most awesome sequel of the most awesome game that will ever occur, Wargroove 2. Alright, so Chucklefish announced on Twitter with a series of tweets. They announced on Discord. They've been going crazy for the past 2 days with everything relating to Wargroove 2. There's been a new trailer released, there's been a ton of data dropped, and we're gonna go over all of it. Let's start with the blog post, because there's a lot of goodies in there. So we found out that they are releasing Wargroove 2 with a bunch of new features for new recruits and veteran war dogs alike. This sentence is really important because it means complete beginners to the series who have never played Wargroove before are gonna be able to play the game. So it's probably gonna be a fresh reset, an all-new campaign, probably a lot of the same characters but with new stuff thrown in. Veteran War Dogs means the competitive scene will still be alive, so we'll get new tournaments and things like that. They might still be run by the volunteer group, the Groove of War, but we're gonna get that too. Alright, return to the front line with new commanders. Now, I'm gonna go to the Steam for a second, because Steam actually gives us the most information about the new commanders. If we scroll, let's say, down here in Steam, we see this picture here that very clearly shows 3 mysterious new commanders and 1 obvious one. This new commander has been heavily advertised. I'm theorizing that this might be Wolfar's wife. For a number of reasons, we see them together in the trailer. We're gonna get to that, and also we've been wondering who Wolfar's wife is since Double Trouble came out. So there's a very good chance this is Wolfar's wife or ex-wife, or maybe in some way the mother of the twins, or it could just be another bandit unrelated to Wolfar. Who knows? Definitely, though, we're gonna want to find out more on these 3. But let's go back to the blog post. So commanders are more powerful than ever with a new tiered groove system. This is huge. This could be like superpowers from Advanced Wars. So commanders might have 2 grooves, one that you can get easily and one that you have to really build up to get that's even more powerful. Super excited to see that. Alright, so new campaign arcs. Obviously, we're going to get a new campaign, co-op and multiplayer, that's all the same. New roguelike mode, Conquest. So this is probably an answer to Hardcade. Anyone who played the arcade mode of the original Wargroove, let me actually talk a little bit about that. It had some problems. I loved it, but it was known for being a little too hard. So by making it a roguelike, where it's supposed to be hard, that's the fun of a roguelike, I think that was a really smart idea. I'm so excited to play this, to stream this, the second this comes out. We're just gonna do tons of Conquest. Like, I'm gonna stream this, make videos about it. Everyone's gonna love this mode. Develop new tactics with 5 new units. So we were wondering how many new units there were gonna be. There's apparently 5 new units. We'll see if we can find them all in the release material. I wanna know every single one. Level up ordinary units. This was a feature that was introduced in Advance Wars Days of Ruin, the final Advance Wars game before it went on near permanent hiatus. Leveling up is really cool, and it could be really awesome. I'm excited to see if it leads to new ways to lethal commanders in the game. Oh, I hope lethaling commanders is still in the game. That was the best part. There's so many new Easter egg things that I just can't wait to try. The new and improved map maker. The map maker was already amazing, but there were a lot of things people wanted. I'm hoping we get symmetrical and rotational symmetrical map making, but enough of that. Let's dive into the other stuff. I want to try to find every new unit. So this is one of the new units we're going to be able to access. It's called the Air Trooper. Flies over enemies and structures, crit if second Air Trooper is opposite of the target. So the crit condition is similar to the dog from the last game, but they need to be exactly opposite. You need to make a sandwich of air troopers and an enemy unit in order to activate their crit. So the air trooper is the first new unit. What else do we see here? We see the new commander. We're going to find out more about her in the trailer, so that's pretty neat. And yeah, that's all the information we get from this. Let's go back. Alright, what else do we have so far? Okay, so here's another new unit, the second of the 5 new units we're going to see. It looks like it's a giant squid. And there's only one of them in the picture, even though it's at full health, so this is sort of like the giant or the dragon. I think this is the sea version of the giant or the dragon, because the giant is the big unit on land, the dragon in the sky. The squid is the giant unit in the sea. Naval combat was one of the worst parts of Wargroove 1. It was good enough for the campaign, but when you tried to play it with other people, it got a little bit slow. I'm glad to see that they added something fresh and new there. And I want to build myself a giant squid and just attack everything. It looks awesome. But hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What's this? You see this, right? You see this in the background, kind of grayed out? This kind of little thing there that looks sort of interesting. And this here, there's definitely stuff in the water. I wonder if a lot of these new units are amphibious. This looks like a skull frog. It's kind of tiny. Alright, what else do we see? Yep, there's another frog. This one is a mask. So frog confirmed as the third new unit. We've seen 3 so far. So let's see what else we can learn. Twitter, I looked through T's many posts. There were a few funny ones like this and like this. But the interesting thing is that Wolfar now has a treasure chest hammer, and their attire is different. That could be important because Wolfar was a member of the Outlaw faction, but the Outlaws sort of disbanded at the end of Double Trouble, so maybe Wolfar has changed factions. That could be interesting. Alright, let's take a look at the trailer, because I really want to see what the trailer has to offer. I'm going to pause Yoda's music in the background, and we're going to take a look at the trailer here. So taking a look at the trailer here, you immediately see that it's a coastal paradise, the Saffron Islands. They could be pulling in Advanced Wars where they change the continent, so we might not be on Arania anymore, or this just might be one of the new places we can access. It's hard to say. These are clearly Heaven Song troops, but I spy another new unit, this boat here, this sort of like paddleable boat. Since Heaven Song already had boats, it could be a new design for the barge. That's possible. But I already see a barge here that looks exactly the same as the previous barge. So I think this is the 4th new unit. It's some kind of transport boat. Maybe it's like the Black Boat from Advanced Wars. Alright, let's pause here. What is this pig? What is this pig? This could be the war dog of this pirate faction, because look, this rifle is not an outlaw rifle. That is very clearly not an outlaw mage. That's not an outlaw merfolk. These are all pirates. They have a pirate flag. I wonder if the outlaw faction has just become the pirate faction. That's very possible. Nadia, the new commander of the pirate faction, could be related to Wolfar. We'll find out. Could be related to the twins. Okay, she has a flamethrower. You all saw that, right? Legitimately has a flamethrower? Right here, one of the new commanders. They're blacked out. We can't see who they are, but we can see like a floating orb here. It could be some kind of like psychic person. I don't know. It's a very odd shape. Probably a lot of clothing. Whoa. Go back. Hold on. What did we just see? There's so much going on here. We see the air trooper. We've already figured out that new unit there. There's another air trooper. I guess that's the Felmheim one. It looks very cool. All right, let's keep going. You've been holding out on me, so I wonder what this monument is. Does Greenfinger have spacefaring technology, maybe? We see the giant squid attack. Valder summoning something. I don't see a lot of new units here, but what's critical is we saw like this up arrow on all of the swords. So Valder has a universal buff on swords. This is like Sammy from Advanced Wars. I keep referencing Advanced Wars, but it's hard not to with Wargroove. So I wonder if the new super grooves are like universal buffs for a specific unit. It was already really important to pick the right units for each commander, but it was subtle, and a lot of people wanted bigger differences for each commander and faction. I wonder if this is a way to kind of introduce that. Hold on, what is this? What is this? Is this the giant squid? Or is this a different unit? And we also do see this here. It's a mask. I wonder if that's the frog, right? The masked frog that we saw before. Also, here's Nadia. Here's Emmerich. It's kind of interesting. The commanders don't stand out as much. They seem a little bit more subtle than they used to be. I'm hoping that that doesn't mean that they're less important. Also, notice here we see a black ship that is in the shape of this like gondola with paddles. That's important because it confirms the black ship we saw before was not the same as this. So this is not a barge. So this is definitely the fourth unit. Now, this could be the giant squid, or this could be an octopus, a different unit. I'm not sure yet. What was that? It just like yoinked a unit? Can it do that? Can it like push and pull things? And what is this weird terrain we're fighting in that gives +3 defense? It could just be a forest. But then what is this -1 thing that has ice and lava? I don't even know what we're looking at. But they seem to be attacking these weird skull frogs. Okay, the boat just clearly attacked something, so this is definitely not a barge. We've confirmed that whatever this is a new unit, and it has +3 defense, despite being in the water, so this is a new kind of sea tile, and this has +1 defense? Is this a movable tile too? I'm not even sure what we're looking at here, but we're getting so much information in all these little bits. Wolfar, again, is in the same color scheme as Nadia and has the treasure chest hammer. It does appear that these two are in cahoots, possibly married, possibly they had the twins together. Maybe they're just buds. We don't know. We don't know. All right, pausing it again. Cool new design on the balloon. I love the war pig. That's probably a new war dog. We see Caesar here. I haven't seen any dogs for the pirate faction, so they probably do use pigs. What is that? You see this, right? You see this, right? That must be the pirate stronghold, because we see the red stronghold over here. I assume the map is mirrored. So yeah, this is the pirate stronghold there. Looks very cool. I love the design. I love the pirate golem. It's so cool. All right, let's see if we can spot any new units. All right, there's the pirate giant squid, I guess, over there. We're still missing one new unit. I've only counted 4 so far. We have the air trooper, the frog, the giant squid, and the new gondola, which isn't on this map. We're missing one new unit. I don't see it. Very cool, and Nadia just set a bunch of units on fire. Also, notice how Wargroove 2, instead of the one sword from Wargroove 1, they have 2 swords now, but one of them is the original sword, and this one is the pirate sword? That's so cool. Alright, definitely a lot of awesome stuff here. Additionally, if you scroll down, there's even more information. I'm determined to find out, like... Ooh, okay, look at this over here, look at this over here. Dog trainers. I don't know what this is. Lead a roguelike conquest. Okay, this is conquest mode, so we spend funds and we get formations. 4 soldiers, 3 dog. That confirms that the pigs are the dogs. They're not a new unit. There's no new units displayed here, just the pirate skins. Unknown faction. Alright, so the unknown faction is orange. That's important because I don't think it's the pirates. The pirates have a black color scheme, but this is a red banner. So I think the outlaws have become pirates, and there's a new faction that has an orange color scheme. And if you look really, really closely, I'm having trouble zooming in. Once again, let's use some HTML magic and just make this bigger with the power of the internet. There we go. If we really zoom in, we can see this banner is kind of interesting. It has these little pieces flowing down from it. I don't know exactly what this is. I can't place it. And I'm not seeing anything in the background either. They were careful to remove a lot of stuff. But this doesn't seem to be the outlaw banner, at the very least. I think it's a sign of something else. All right, let's see what else we got. These are the new commanders again. I wonder what this is. Maybe it's like a clown or a juggler or a psychic. This looks like... I mean, I count multiple limbs here. Or I don't know if that's a tail or another leg, but it's a very big creature, so probably non-human. This could be like some sort of sea creature. Maybe it's a merfolk commander. We haven't seen any mer commanders. Maybe this is some sort of mer creature. That would be cool. All new adventure, unlikely friendships, 3 years have passed. An ambitious foreign faction is unearthing forbidden technologies. So forbidden technologies probably means the technologies from that caused all the problems in the first game. So the Fell Gauntlet and Requiem were the forbidden technologies from the ancient music country that sort of broke off into the different countries in the game's lore. They're probably going to have some more musical, magical devices because Wargroove, so Requiem. All right, so that's pretty cool, and the fact that they're foreign, it's a foreign faction. It could mean the pirates, but I think that orange banner, it's probably someone else, someone that hasn't been revealed yet. And we keep going. We see Nadia setting things on fire. All new groove system. Not a lot of new information here. It just says it's an all new tiered groove system. So you can tactically bide your time and wait for your main groove to charge or impact your victory immediately with a special ability. So yeah, this confirms we have super grooves. We have super grooves. You can use a quick ability right now, or use your main groove power, which is interesting. So it will be like Advance Wars super co-powers. There's also like some interesting new tiles I'm seeing. A lot of new artwork. Also, Nadia is very clearly at 115% groove charge. 115%? How did that happen exactly? I am very curious what that means. Nuru saying, I already told you, Zaza, I can't stay here. Does Nuru leave and go back to space? Does Nuru return to Starbound? Who knows? All right, we see the air trooper again, the giant squid again. I'm still looking for that fifth new unit. I can't find it. Can we find it? There's Wolfar on the campaign map in the Saffron Islands. A secret treasure in Conquest mode. All right. Battle After Dark with new night mode. I don't know how this is different than Fog of War. We've already had Fog of War. And I still don't see the new unit. Am I just missing it? I'm not sure. Recruit unit, Air Trooper. So Air Trooper is an air unit, and it's even cheaper than Balloon. That's going to make it incredibly powerful, but I wonder if it can still be hit by land units. I'm not sure. We'll find out. What am I seeing over here? There's a very interesting symbol on the ground. It can't be part of a groove animation because the purchase screen is opened. And there's all these weird plants and things and like a floating ring here. That's probably an item. It's like hidden. Like, what is that? Hold on. Let's make this bigger. Let's make this bigger. I want to get a better look. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see that, like, magical circle here? I wonder what that is, what that does. It's very neat. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what all the icons are to see if they've left us any hints to the new units in the icon. I scroll down all the way to the bottom. You can see that this floating ring, it probably is an item, and a treasure chest just out of view. There's all these hidden Easter eggs. Like, what is this? I don't even know what we're looking at. There's so many cool things here. All right, so let's move on and go to the Steam page. I read it over. There's really nothing new in the Steam page. I couldn't find it to reveal anything that we hadn't seen already. It's mostly all the same pictures that we've already seen in the various web pages and whatnot, except for this one. This one, I think, was in the trailer, but it passed by really quickly. I wanted to get a better look because we see the giant squid not like attacking, but grabbing things. They don't appear to be pulled. They appear to be almost stunned. Yoda's damaged, but this knight is not. So maybe it's just a crowd control effect. Maybe it just stuns the unit somehow. Because we can see in this picture, Yoda's turn is spent, even though it's not Yoda's turn. What that means is this probably has stunned Yoda so they cannot act. I don't know what effect that has on the commander, but it's like you can steal a commander's turn? That sounds so broken. What is this? You can steal a commander's turn? I wonder if anyone's noticed this yet. That Yoda's grayed out, because you can't see it unless you like really zoom in or pause the trailer or something. And then there's this foggy area in the middle that kind of looks like, I don't know, a cross between a sewer and Stonehenge. I wonder what this is. It's kind of got like a grate in the middle, or maybe that's a tablet. There's a lot of cool things in these screenshots if you really dig into them. Oh my goodness. Lots of gems here. This is Conquest mode. Everything about that is new and exciting. I don't know what to make of it. I'm really looking to try to find, because we've only found 4 new units. Wait, what's this? Hold on, what's this? I'm not entirely sure if you can see it, but at the very top left of this picture, there's like cannons sticking out of a village. That might just be the skin for the village. I don't know. That's probably not a new unit. I'm really trying to find the 5th new unit, because they said there were 5, but I can't find it. I've looked at everything. Seriously, everything. Even the wiki, which didn't have any updates. I thought maybe they snuck something in there, but these are old factions. I cannot find the new informations. I did, however, find that this is where Chucklefish's booth is going to be for PAX East. I don't know how well this was announced, but if you go on Steam, they have some very interesting information. I don't know if this was on Steam or the Discord. Somewhere said it. I've been reading everything. Chucklefish has a booth at PAX East. It's here. I wish I could go. I didn't just pull up this PDF because, you know, I really, really, really wish I could somehow fly there and get there somehow. But for all of you folks who live in, where is this? The United States somewhere and can get there, like, you should, oh my goodness, they're gonna have a demo of the game, they said. I'm pretty sure they said that somewhere. Fact check me, it might have been the Discord. But they were gonna have a demo of the game so you can try it. I wish I could, like, teleport across space and be there and try it. This is their booth it's right by Developer Digital on the left side. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Alright, so that's it. That's everything I could find. There will be more videos, but for now, I've been waiting to say this. Welcome back to Wargroove.